Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And let me explain to you a little bit about the mentality of what's going on in Africa. Okay, we'll start off with service delivery by municipalities. You're not happy with the service delivery, so what you do, you burn down the municipal offices and you tamper with the valves that have water coming through to your community. And you just take out the batteries from anything that you can. I mean, that's just one example. And then you reappoint people like the Durban mayoress as a top person in the ANC who is facing the courts for a hugely damaging corruption charge. But it doesn't matter. This is South Africa. And talking about corruption, look at the ANC. The corruption there is endemic. It's in every single part of the government. That's why South Africa has just gone down the tubes. Now, the kids are picking up on the theme. They're getting the message that everything for free from one Julius Chameleon Malema. Learners are demanding free Wi-Fi, one tablet per learner, and removal of private schools. Well, I can tell you why that's not going to happen. Because people like Julius Malema and Cyril Ramaphosa have their very black privileged children going to private schools, which are 90% white teachers. Isn't that interesting? You know, BEs everywhere, but private schools, no, we can't touch that because we need the white teachers to teach our children because we are the black privilege ANC. You know, it is the hypocrisy just runs so deep and so far, it is extraordinary. But let's follow the story. These claims for free Wi-Fi, one tablet per learner, and removal of private schools were just some of the demands made to the Education Department and Vodacom last Wednesday. I don't know why Vodacom came into it, but go figure. This is Africa. As a Congress of South African Students, or COSAS, led learners from across the province in a march. So what else is new? I mean, you got, they're not actually protest marches, they're actually riots where they go and they burn stuff and they stone cars and, you know, it is just absolutely appalling what's happening. Anyway, Polokwane. The protest started at the Siegfried Mare Park and ended at the department. In the memorandum delivered to Vodacom, COSA's Provincial Secretary, Selo Maladisi, said the program run were not of benefit to learners. He said, these programs are meant to equip learners with the necessary skills to be able to survive in the fourth industrial revolution. We also call for data costs to be reduced. Learners cannot afford to purchase data, but they need it in this competitive world. Now, I'm sorry, guys, this is a head-banging moment. Okay? I'm sorry. Just get over it, okay? I mean, the logic here is completely missing in action. You know, as I said, with service delivery, what do you do to fix service delivery? You go and burn down the municipal building. Yeah, missing in action. I need to say no more. Anyway, continuing with the story, he said the network provider should realize that learners are the children of the working class. Vodacom could not be reached for comment by the time of going to print. Well, that's like the South African Police Service, isn't it? The memorandum delivered to education stresses the learning conditions in rural schools. Now, the fourth industrial revolution, what's that all about? Let's get our heads screwed on right, okay? Let's take off those little training shoes and get our heads screwed on right. The fourth industrial revolution is high IT, software, experience, understanding, building robots, artificial intelligence. That's what it's all about. Now, if you can point me to just one person in South Africa who has that capability after coming through the current education system, I would love to see it. But what this ANC government have done is they've denigrated the whole education system. 30% pass mark for matric. You gotta be joking. I would have... Look, all right, I'm not an academic hero, okay? My academics were pretty poor. And I actually failed my matric way back in, when was it? 1993, I think it was. 1990, somewhere. Geez, it's like dark ages, you know, it's way back then. And I failed my matric. And I failed because I got something like 40% for Afrikaans. And everything else I did very well. You know, I got 60%, 70%, etc., etc., etc. But in Afrikaans, because I came from East Africa, which is way north, and I knew Swahili fluently back then, but because I came into an English-speaking area, which was KwaZulu-Natal, amongst the community, and at the school only English was ever spoken, so my Afrikaans was clearly impacted. But because I got something like 40% for Afrikaans, I had to rewrite my matric the next year. And luckily only Afrikaans, because my other marks were really good. And I was put onto these little programs where I was taught, you know, all these different bits of Afrikaans. I remember I had to go from Pinetown to Durban. There was a special room, and I had to do all these tests and stuff like that. And anyway, the bottom line is I passed because I had to work really hard to get my matric. And if I hadn't got my matric, believe me, I wouldn't be in Australia right now because I wouldn't have got the points. So, you know, there's the sting in the tail and all this sort of stuff. But these Africans in South Africa want everything for free. As per the EFF. Where's my EFF at? I think we need an EFF moment. Everything for free. Sorry guys, I've just got to get my EFF hat. Here we go. My quality EFF hat. There we go. Everything for free. Now, oh my God, the fleas are biting. Oh. Get rid of it. I don't know if you heard Bonsai in the background, but he agrees. He hates those fleas. Anyway, this guy said, the network providers should realize that learners are the children of the working class. Vodacom could not be reached for comment by the time of going to print. The memorandum delivered to education stresses the learning conditions in rural schools. And they are. The current education system teaches learners to be job seekers and not job creators. We need innovative subjects like entrepreneurship in schools that will give learners skills that have value. Well, guys, I have to tell you, just follow the lead of the ANC politicians. You don't need skills. You just need to understand how to be corrupt and rot the system. Because that is what has been going on since 1994 in this ANC government. They have completely ripped the guts out of South Africa's economy. Completely ripped the guts out. And to suggest that, you know, having free Wi-Fi and having a tablet's going to fix it, believe me, it's not. Because I can guarantee you that probably 99% of those tablets will just go walkabout within about 6 months. Yeah, they'll just disappear. And guess who's going to be carrying the cost is the taxpayer. Absolutely ludicrous. Anyway, other items on the memorandum by these kids included the demand for, and Bonsai's getting really excited now, quality education, free Wi-Fi in all schools, removal of modulation, government supplying all learner stationery, removal of private schools. Removal of private schools. Think about it. That's the only bastion of the old South Africa that's left. That's probably why they want to get rid of it. You know, you get rid of the private schools and your education system is done and dusted. It's gone. Because that's the only place where you still have competent teachers generally. I mean, there's some great teachers in other schools, but the private schools are where you still have a very high level of education in South Africa. And if anyone there disputes what I'm saying, please put in the comments below. I don't think there'll be many comments suggesting I'm wrong. Security and cleaning personnel at schools. Why do they need that? I'm talking about security more. Because of the violent regime that has risen under the ANC. That's why. 1 tablet per learner. So, when the learner loses his tablet, or it gets stolen from him, or he just takes it home and he doesn't come to school with it again, well, what then? You know, this is complete hocus pocus. Proper sports facilities in all schools. Yeah, I can understand that. Free sanitary towels for all schools once every month. Where the heck did that come from? And lastly, removal of mobile classes. And the kids go on to say, should a response not be received within due course, they would revolt and demand the removal of the MEC. Madalasisi said. Education spokesperson Sam Makonto confirmed receipt of the memorandum and said they would respond within the specified time frame. Welcome to the disaster that is South Africa. The youth of the nation are speaking, and they've been taught well by their ANC cadres. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe. Bye for now.